Okay, I'm gonna go prep the pumpkin patch.
Okay.
What's that?
I'll be right up.
Okay. Really need to get a new door for there at some point. My neighbors are playing lawn darts over there. Nice. Real lawn darts. So I don't know if you guys watch my videos in order or not, but in the last vlog, I mentioned a mysterious light coming from my forest, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I think that the sun is reflecting off of something. So I started chronicling it, and I looked back and I saw that when I first saw it on video, it was 1:46, so it's still a couple hours away. Sun is here in the sky with no clouds, so hopefully today, a few days later, I will be able to figure out what that light is. I will be having a separate vlog about that. Oh, come on. Hopefully it's interesting. Dang it. Choke is on. So in the meantime, I'm going to work on my pumpkin patch. So I think I'm gonna have to boost this. Anyway, if you've been watching our vlog, you know that we started a garden last year here in this area. Check it out, they're dust bathing. We are going to do the same thing here, but instead of putting our pumpkin patch over in this area here. Oh, Henrietta, you're always so scared of me. Instead of putting the pumpkins and spaghetti squash in this area here, we're going to put them over in the area that I just mowed. We'll have a lot more room for them to spread out, because last year this got really overgrown. It looked awesome, but was not very practical to like go in there. So we're going to make a triangle shaped pumpkin patch and spaghetti squash and whatever else we decide to put in this area. So obviously what I've done is mow all the tall stuff. Next we're going to scrape off the top layer of all this grass and junk, because there's all sorts of stuff in here. There's metal. In fact, I actually ran over, which I didn't get on camera, but I ran over this piece of steel, and we don't want that to be an issue with anything else in the future. So what we are going to do is scrape, like, look at this. This is a piece of burnt material. There, oh, look at this. Another one. We want to get rid of all of the garbage here. So we're going to scrape the top layer off, get all the metal, all the shingles, all the wood, all the concrete out of here, and then we're going to come back and fill it in with a garden mix soil. One thing we do want to keep though is the wild roses here. Just a few of them to kind of add some color, because they look really nice when they're blooming.
They smell really good.
Yeah, and they do smell really good. So The butterflies and bees, right. One of the things this year that we'd like to do is actually plant a couple bee gardens. And we've mentioned that before in a live, I remember. So we're gonna do one garden in here. And that'll consist of a whole bunch of just random wildflowers that we've collected the seeds of. Just have to dig that out and get all the brush out of the wild roses. And once that's done, it should look a little something like this. Ashley's already cleared these ones out here, and you can see that there's not a lot left in there once you take out all of the brush and stuff. It just is nice ground. Of course, that's going to grow back as time goes on. That's okay. We'll just deal with it the same way that we deal with the raspberries. You just take out what you don't need. And then this year we plan on putting down like a, what is that? A mulch? A mulch to help keep that down. So we will potentially put wildflowers in here. Not sure. One garden for sure is going to go in there for the bees, and then another one is going to go right in this area. Not sure exactly where just yet, because we have some other infrastructure type things that we need to build. Okay, I think we're just about ready to scrape this up. Just got to move that burn barrel. Well, that was a little more awkward than it needed to be, but I got it down here. Not sure if this is where it's going to stay. We're working on the aesthetic of the property, and it's not very nice. So we probably won't even keep this, but for now, it's very handy when there isn't a fire ban. Now check this out. Here's a couple more things that were hidden in the grass here that I mowed. This is why we're scraping. The metal can go there, and this like tent pole thingy can go in the garbage. And one more thing of garbage. This could theoretically go into the compost. I mean, I guess it depends on who you talk to about compost, because everyone seems to have the best opinion or the best method on how to compost. But since this has a lot of wild seeds in it, maybe we will just throw this in the back hole. I don't know. There, it won't do any harm because we don't care about that spot there. We just throw all our brush that we're not going to compost into there. Now, speaking of the compost, we do have an idea as to where the compost is going to go, which is another place that I started to mow until I ran into another burn barrel. So this is where we want to put the compost, right here. Where it currently is just a pile right there. And the thing that's wrong with it being there, well, one, it's just a pile randomly placed. And most of the things that we've read up on compost is you want to like rotate it, stir it, and add certain layers and blah, blah, blah. And right now we just add the chicken crap to it. We add the, you know, the vegetable scraps and stuff to it, the stuff that we don't give to the chickens. But speaking of the chickens, the main reason why we don't want it here is because the chicken coop is right here. And if the mice are all in here creating homes and stuff, and if they carry disease that could affect the chickens, that's a little bit close. Now the chickens do chase and eat the mice when a mouse gets caught up with them, but we don't want that to become a problem with disease and stuff. So we're going to be moving it from here to the other side of the potting shed there. Not really sure when that's going to be, but hopefully not before too long. Not before too long. Hopefully not before long. hopefully soon. Okay, now, what time is it? I always check my wrist. I don't have a clock. What time is it? 1:28. Okay, I'm gonna go inside and then we'll get back to scraping. I'm gonna find this mysterious light. The reason why I come inside to find the light is because the first time I saw it, I looked right out these windows. There's a 2x4 right here, and I used that currently as a reference point because it was right above that. But I have to look out this window here. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. You probably can't see it here, but there it is. Right there. You guys see that? Yes, finally. We are gonna find out what this is today. I have been waiting for a few days. When I first mentioned this to you guys, it had already been 1 day, and now it's been 2 more days. So I've had to wait 3 more days to find out what this is. And I think we're at a prime time right now. That is really nice and bright. Okay, now I'm going to pick up on the other vlog. Make sure you watch the next vlog if you want to see what this is all about. I'm freaking curious. I think it's just reflecting off of something in the trees, but I have no idea. The first time I saw it, I was like, wow, what is that light? It's not as bright now as it was then, so probably something with the sun coming up earlier every day, different times of the day, whatever it is, could be getting covered up. Pussy willows are starting to grow. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go find out. Make sure you watch the next vlog if you want to see what this is. I've already filmed a bunch, and I've come up with some ideas. But today, we're going to find out what it actually is. No dice, guys. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought I knew what it was, but it wasn't it. So I'm not even sure if it's going to be in the next vlog or not. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, we got to scrape some of this weedy, grassy top off of this, but we got some stuff in the way. So I'm actually going to move these from here to here, at least for now. Picking them up off the ground here, I see that underneath it's still frozen. There's still ice. We often get asked why we start planting so late, and this is part of the reason. Not only is the ground still frozen, we get snow quite late in the spring. In fact, it snowed last week. Actually, it snowed in the last vlog, which was 2 days ago. This here was obviously sheltered with the logs there, but for those of you who don't know, we live in Canada, we live in Alberta, and the weather is quite extreme at times, and though we had a mild winter, it doesn't mean that we're not going to have second, third, and fourth winter during our very false spring season. But soon. Usually during the May long weekend, you'll have a lot of people starting their gardens and their flower beds and stuff. So we're just preparing for that. And actually, we get ice and snow on the May long weekend as well. It's kind of the Canadian curse. But we're getting ready for when it's finally going to be nice. Over here, Ashley's got all the brush taken out of the wild roses. She's still working on it a little bit over here. But once it's all out, we'll figure out what we want to do next. This is going to be like a, what do you call it? A cottage. A cottage garden. So a mix of plants and no uniform arrangement necessarily. We have to figure out what we want to do over in this area. We got like this road here that runs from the driveway all the way to that spruce tree. I mean, the road kind of ends like right here, but it used to go all the way over there. You can see remnants of it if you really want to look closely. But in this area here, we are a little stumped. Maybe we'll put in shrubs. What would you guys put in this area? We'd like it to look nice. I mean, the road is ugly, but we may as well make everywhere else look nice if we can. And we don't know, we don't garden, we don't do this. We're just learning. So if you guys have suggestions of what you would do, what zone are we in?
3.
Zone 3, Alberta.
Or something. See, this is how much I know.
Yeah, we don't know what zone we're in. 3 or
3 or 4B.
Or 4B. Okay. Well, whatever zone. We're in cold climate. It's hot during the summer. It's cold during the winter. Things will die. Like we have that tree over there that died, which was a bummer because we just planted this last summer and all of the needles are brown and falling off. There's a little bit of green in there, but I'm pretty sure it's toast. What do you guys think, you more experienced garden type people? Is that enough green to keep it? We haven't pulled it out yet, just in case, but I'm not sure. I have no idea. If we do take it out, we will have room to put in the gate that's going to go here between mine and Armando's property here, because it'll make things easier for when we do what we're going to do next, which is the scraping. If we had a gate here, Armando, my neighbor, my awesome neighbor, wouldn't have to drive all the way around and up my driveway. He could just drive through his yard. Ready to scrape?
Scrape, road, till, let's get it done.
Let's do it. Okay. You can take like the side road. Okay? Okay, so, hey, relax, Gina. So that tree, we actually wanted to play around with it and keep it there.
Yeah.
But basically this triangle shape that we have going on to where you're at is basically what we need to be.
So you don't want any closer this way?
No, we're gonna keep those wild roses there.
Yeah, but, okay.
Just get as close as you can.
Well, I can get right on them.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
You gonna line me up?
Yeah. I think we need grass, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll have a strip of, well, we can still take it all off. And when we get the garden filled dirt, we can plant on top of the dirt.
How about the tree?
That tree I don't care about. I don't think. Do we care about that tree?
Sure, looks good. Looks like a...
Okay, keep the tree. Keep the tree.
I'm gonna go come straight over it.
Well, whatever. Take the tree out. Whatever's gonna make it easy. Wait. You dropped your cigarettes. I mean,
Don't grab them, don't grab them.
one left. So the initial plan for this plot here was to till it up like this and then take all of the dirt, scrape it off, and throw it on that pile back there. But it's actually not full of garbage like I thought it would be. Everywhere else around this area is filled with all sorts of garbage. But the only garbage that we saw in here was these two pieces. Everything else is organic and we can deal with and pull out as we go along. So this might be good enough dirt. We'll see as we plant, but we're probably gonna be able to cancel our load of dirt that we have coming tomorrow. So that's good. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
It's going to take a couple of years.
Should we still buy our garden mix ready soil and mix it in?
Peat moss or something.
Some with
you
some.
got lots of nutrients in here right now.
Yeah.
Tons of nutrients.
Because we haven't used it yet.
You haven't used it yet.
Okay.
Right? The first year we had our garden, man, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Because all the nutrients, right?
Yeah.
But after 2 years, that you could see it was growing slower.
Sure. Yeah.
So you got lots of nutrients, grass and everything else. You're gonna have to do your rototilling all year long because of the grass.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna do pumpkins and squash in here.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, and they kill everything underneath them.
Yeah.
They get no sunlight.
It's a good cover crop type
Potatoes.
thing. Okay. Cool.
Potatoes break the dirt up. You know why it breaks up the dirt?
Because they're.
No, because you have to dig them out.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's funny. Before I even answered, nope.
No, I know, because my dad used to say the same thing. Plant Portuguese and down, you just plant potatoes in the front yard all the time, And they said it's good for the ground, break the dirt, right? Then we realized no, it was the kids up there shoveling the potatoes that was breaking the dirt.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's
cool.
going here?
Okay, so this garden here, or this little bed here, is going to go to here, basically in line with the potting shed. So barely needs any more. Okay. And then same with that one there. That one actually wasn't even tilled. Remember, you just helped shovel the. Oh, yeah, and then we tilled it with the little rototiller there, but it seemed to work just fine. Although it was really hard to, you know.
So are we gonna leave a patch in the middle, or are you guys?
Yeah, we're gonna leave that. So yeah, because it's gonna go into the raspberries through a little path, and then we're gonna do right here. It's still a little frozen because I had all of those on there, but we're gonna have another line in this area here. We're gonna leave a path. So this one is gonna go in. Yeah, we need to have a path here for walking, because to get to the greenhouse when we eventually build that.
How wide is this one?
This one, what do you think, Ashley, for width?
Like,
From here
yeah, there.
to
Like here.
here? Okay, so like a double pass?
Between the greenhouse and that pole is going to be a path.
Yeah.
Yeah, for walking, yeah.
Okay.
And then there's a path there. Yeah.
Let's do the path. We'll cut the path out so we know where we're going.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'll just take the road trail and run it straight this way.
Sure.
Straight that way.
Yeah, because we're gonna plant grass there. Yeah.
How close to the greenhouse are you going?
Just to well, the whole ground is all shit, right? It's all lumpy and bumpy, right? Like there's holes everywhere. So really, we could do whatever. Thank you. Really, we could do
build a game trailer, game cart out of that one. Eh?
a game cart.
Big wheels on there, and you can pull your moose out of the bush.
Oh, see? Do you see how you just fell in there? Did that jar your back? That's what I hate about these.
Jar my back? I'm always used to being short, so it didn't. Normal. Oh, I'm tall.
So yeah, so basically, I mean, whatever your.
I got it. Don't worry. I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
When I do something wrong, you tell me.
Okay.
It has its limitations. I wish I had the John Deere. But then the Kubota came with the new ones with the quick nicks after the front end. Yeah. That's what I wanted.
It's my birthday today, so my in-laws brought over ice cream, and Armando got one too. Hey, hounds.
How you doing, buddy?
It's all gonna be buried.
Oh, look at there's getting new grow caps. Yeah?
You got a garbage?
I think it's really.
It's almost shaped like a football.
An American football, small and short.
Oh, what the frick? Not even close.
We were playing lawn darts this morning.
I know, I saw that.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
that was funny. Okay, so
came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. When the sunrise, when the sun
turns out in this area where the old coop was that we burned down last year, there is a whole bunch of gravel, and it's basically useless for gardening. So we're taking this little patch here and putting it over on this hill over here. At some point we would like to manicure that a bit so that it doesn't look like this, but we're not going to focus on that today. This guy's sneaking up on me. We're gonna do our best to make this work. We may have to get an order of dirt after all. Now you might be asking me, why would I get him to place the dirt up here on this hill when just over there we have a big hole? Well, as with most things and places on my property, I have a plan for a future project that is going to be utilizing this little hill. This hill didn't used to look like this, but we piled all of the earth that we got from behind the shop, because this hill here used to butt up to the shop and it caused a lot of devastation to the framing by means of rotting everything. So taking all that earth and putting it over here has made it all janky and jaggedy, but it's added some inspiration into how I want the aesthetic of the property to be. So one day we will manicure all of this. I don't want to keep asking him over and over again to like come help me. He once again did not accept payment. I finally convinced him that it was a good idea, at the very least, that I buy his diesel fuel for the tractor, and he barely let me buy that. So he's a really nice guy, but I don't ever want him to think that I'm taking advantage of his generosity. So at some point we will tackle this, but not today. Okay, let's have a look at what we're working with now. Oh, hey, check us out. Spruce tree is growing here. That's awesome. We'll probably let this one grow. It's kind of interesting that it's here. I hadn't seen that before. That actually might work with what I have planned for up here. It will likely be one of Ashley's future birthday gifts, but we'll have to see. I would like to build it sooner than later, but you know, life, money, time, all those things are factors. But it's going to be interesting. I think first though, we have to finish up the potting shed and the greenhouse. All right, what do we have here? That was the first mosquito of the year. First mosquito of the year. Ah! Okay, so since this bed here was filled with gravel, not sure exactly why, but probably had something to do with the old chicken coop, decided to dig it all out, put all the dirt over there, and then since we have to get new dirt anyways, we raisin brand this bed here, and then we're going to replenish that with the new dirt, and then put all the rest of whatever's left of the new dirt on here and anywhere else dictated by the amount that we get. Not sure exactly how to order the right amount because you order in yards, and I'm like, well, my yard is really freaking big. You like that one? And no, I understand that's some sort of volumetric. That's probably not a word. It's like a measurement with volume, I think.
Square yard.
Square yard? But that's still, I don't know what is that? Square yard. That's a volume, right? That's not volume.
Yeah, it is.
It is volume.
Yeah.
Okay. It's confusing me there. So I knew what I was talking about, even though I have no idea what I was talking about.
You're such a pretty fuck. You're pretty fuck.
Anyway, we're going to order that on another day, probably tomorrow. I actually was going to order it today, but they're closed today because today is Sunday. But lots of progress. Thank you, Armando. Really appreciate it. And I think this is going to look sick with all the flowers coming in. It's going to look dope. Yeah, and some grass, yeah. Some grass for the pathways. Just big enough to fit the lawnmower through because we want to be able to make everything easily maintained. We were thinking about putting in some planter boxes for herbs and tomatoes and stuff along the fence. There might not be any room over there like we initially thought, but there's going to be plenty of room here because the fence isn't in yet, and we can just decide where it goes. And as time goes on, we'll probably think of new ideas. What would you do with this space if you had it, or if you have something similar? What have you done? Be curious to know.
You're getting a little braver, aren't you?
Oh, Tina's not so scared of you anymore.
Till it again.
Yeah? After I get the new dirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll put the dirt in there. We'll get them to dump it in one spot. Actually, they're going to come in here. You're going to clear this off and they'll dump it right here.
Okay, yeah, I can move all this stuff. Yeah, because they can come back here because of this.
You just got to move some of that stuff.
The road, yeah. Then they'll dump it here. Okay, you want them to dump it right on here?
Yeah, dump it right on there.
Okay.
You could drive on the garden, dump it right in the main garden.
Okay.
We could just move it over.
All right. Yeah, well, whatever, yeah. I'm sure it doesn't matter. It's crazy the amount of garbage we found over here. I was worried that all the garbage would be over there because of all the other garbage that we found, but it's all, or most of it, was in here. Lots of concrete, lots of shingle pieces, some welding rod, a bunch of other random junk. Crazy. There he goes. Man, he is the best neighbor one could ask for. So helpful. All right, shower. So, just about to take a shower and I realized I ripped my pants super badly somehow. These are gonna go in the garbage. Like, you know how many people were over today and I'm just like, oh, let me just rake this up in here, and my pants were like split wide open. Now I'm showing the whole world. Like, man. It's life. Oh, Gina, you're gonna get stuck. Okay, all clean. This is why we need a new door. That almost fell in there. Okay, all clean. Oh, that would have been hilarious. Before we go and get dinner, I just wanted to show you some of the things that we've been prepping for the garden. We are planting, what the heck? We are planting giant pumpkins this year. And we've started a couple inside. Oh, that one fell over too. Dang it. Okay, I guess you can't disturb them too much. I mean, we do move them. We don't have any south or really west facing windows. The best we have is this one. So we moved them to this counter all the time, but they've never fallen over before. Whoops. Nah. Oh well. So last year we planted pumpkins and spaghetti squash in that same plot. And it was overcrowded. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. This is what our garden looked like last year. And it was really luscious. We had a lot of rain, so the garden really liked it. But look at the amount of pumpkin spread we have. Pumpkin spread? I don't know if that's the right word. It overtook everything. It doesn't help that we planted way too many, but man, that was crazy. There's supposed to be a path here going into the raspberries. So that's why we've moved this over to here where it doesn't matter how much it spreads, because we're probably going to plant the same amount and the same amount of spaghetti squash. At the end of the harvest there, we had this amount of pumpkins, and these spaghetti squash here were all ones that were lost underneath all of this. Ashley had thought that she picked all the spaghetti squash, but when she went to pick all the pumpkins, there was a bunch more spaghetti squash. And there was actually even more, as well as pumpkins, when we actually took the vines out. But they had to be tossed as the frost had gotten them. Now this year, we're hoping to get giant pumpkins. This is probably our biggest one right here. The ones that we want to get are going to be this big. Now we're only planting 2 plants and we'll see how they do. It would be so awesome to have a Harry Potter-esque pumpkin, like as tall as me, like Hagrid's pumpkin patch or whatever it was called. And we would only have 2 of them, but still, it would be sick. For each plant, we're gonna try to only grow 1 pumpkin per plant. We'll see how it goes, but it should be interesting. We'll see. Regardless on how we actually decide to plant and raise the giant pumpkins, we're still gonna have pumpkins like this, and we're gonna have a lot more room in our new patch than what we had in the old one. Some of you recognize what these 2 pictures are for. These are from Ashley's Instagram. I'll have her handle in the description so you guys can check out her Instagram. But these ones are actually greeting/postcards. It's a new piece of merch that we're selling. And they actually come in a set. And actually, it's 2 sets. My set and Ashley's set. My set is some of the things that you guys seem to think I say a lot. And so I thought for this type of support merch, I would put some of the sayings, but make them so that you can send them to anyone. Keep kicking ass with both feet. You could send that to anyone for any reason. Unless you're a fish. And then hello, keep kicking ass. Like, these can be greeting cards, they can be get well cards, they can be anything. This one is a little more up in the air, but I thought for those who know, they would think that's quite funny. Ashley's don't have any greetings on them, but they're cute. And you can use them as like birthday cards, greeting cards. You can just put whatever your message is on the back. And, oh really? What time is it?
7:45.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll be back. It's pickup for Josh, but it could be for Ashley.
There you go.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so where was I? Let me straighten these up. It looks like Hank may have walked on them a little bit here. These ones will not be for sale. These will be our set. Okay, so the reason why we made these, you can see some of them are a little floor themed. This one is a pun. I'm floored for you. And then there's this one, there for you when you fall. That is actually this area right here. What are you doing, Gina? Don't lick me. Just chill over there for a quick second. There you go. She just comes right back.
Oh, belly rub. Belly rub, belly rub, belly rub, belly rub, belly rub, belly rub.
Oh, okay, that's good. You have so much personality in your face. It's so adorable. Anyway, I've had numerous requests to make postcards with my art on it. I'm not going to put my art on postcards, but I thought this was the next best thing. You can use these for anything, and they're kind of awesome. You know, you can send one to your grandma or your granddaughter or your brother or your sister or your aunt or your mailman or your boss or your employee or your plumber or just whoever you think needs one. But we've decided that the sale of these proceeds, that wasn't proper English, all the money that we make from these we're going to use to get our floor. And our floor is actually going to be this floor here. This is a picture that I took of the actual floor sample, and that's what we're going to have in here. It's going to be awesome. It'll be a lot better than this. This is pretty cool, and we might do that on the new floor, but I'm not sure. We like it here on the subfloor, but we might not want to put it on the new floor. We'll see. I want to thank everyone who has already ordered a set or two sets, one of each or two of the same or however you did it. We are almost sold out, so we have to order some more. And I think we are going to order a third set as a companion to these two here. It's very surprising how popular these actually were, but I'm glad you guys dig them. And if you guys don't know what this is, it's just we released this last week in a live video, and I know not all of you guys watch those, so I wanted to give you a chance to see them here in this video. We still have a long ways to go before we can put in the floor. We're not relying solely on this, but just in general, there's a lot of things that go into buying a rundown foreclosed acreage. But the floor is on the list to do this summer. Hopefully we can do it. But in the meantime, we will focus on something that we can do sort of immediately, which is the garden. So last year we planted all of this. We are going to plant the same stuff plus a bunch more. We have a whole shoebox of seeds already that we're really excited about. Tra-la-la. we got a decent collection going on here. Let's see here. I've shown some of this before. We got a bunch of lettuce and some leaf blend. Okay. We have some corn. This is the kind that's got like, it's colorful kernels or whatever. We got some regular corn, some yellow corn, you know, maize if you're a hippie. You got...
Hippie?
Well, I don't know.
Isn't that just French?
Yeah, probably. We got, yeah, but have you ever heard anyone call it maize? We got a bunch, what? We got a bunch of carrots here. Some of these carrots are, we didn't get any of the purple kind, but we got some.
No, I think one of them are purple. These ones, deep purple. Just the picture isn't.
Oh. Okay. Call me a liar. Yeah, okay. We got some carrots. We got some beans here. A couple different kinds of beans. Scarlet Runner. And what is this? Stringless? Good, because those string beans, I hate them. And then some Gold Rush beans. And some stringless beans again.
Those are the ones we planted last year.
Okay, perfect. And then we got a whole whack of peas. Nice. I love peas. Probably my favorite fresh vegetable. And then a whole bunch of other peas. These are a different kind. They're red. That's weird.
No, they're treated with something so that they don't get fungus.
Oh, okay. It's like, what? Okay, and we got some climbing beans. These are going to go on the chicken coop, right?
Yeah. On the run.
On the run, yeah. We got some wild flowers here. Oh, yeah, we got these Honey Nut Cheerio ones. If you guys want some free seeds, contact Honey Nut Cheerios. They send people flower seeds in an effort to save the bees.
I think if you Google like Honey Nut Cheerios save the bees,
okay,
it just takes you there.
And then we got some other random flowers that we're going to put in our bee garden. And then we have some sweet peas, which are poisonous to chickens, so we'll have to plant those not in the garden because they spend time in the garden. We got some beets by Dre. We got some radishes. I love radishes. Ashley hates them.
Yep.
We got some pumpkins. These are not the huge ones. These are not those ones there.
Pie pumpkins.
Pie pumpkins, okay. And then we got the huge show entries. Now, we got some extras in here. We're not planting all of them because we just wanted to see how they would do. So we got 2 going. Some summer squash. This
is zucchini and that's like spaghetti squash.
Okay, spaghetti squash. We planted lots of that. So this year we're going with 2 different variety. And then we have some cucumber. A couple different kinds of cucumber.
These are...
Or are they the same?
No, they're different.
Okay. And then we have some
these
dill.
are the gherkin ones.
Oh, okay. Some dill for smell.
I think I planted dill last year, and then as it was coming up, I thought they were weeds, and I pulled it off. And then I'm like, where did all the dill go that I planted?
Because there is that weed that looks very similar.
Yeah, it's like a wild daisy that looks like that.
Okay. And then some more chives. So 2 things of chives and onions. Some more onions.
Yep.
And some vampire repellent. Nice. So we're going to plant probably not every single seed that we have in here, but you know, a decent amount of all of this.
What are you doing?
Well, you don't like this?
No, let me.
No, I got it.
No.
I got it.
You're just
trust me.
tossing it in all willy-nilly.
Yeah, this is how, babe, it doesn't have feelings.
No,
it won't care.
I want it to be in order.
In order that I put it in. Close the lid, and it's like it never happened.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
See? Okay, I'll fix it.
There we go.
Okay.
Ashley is totally gonna fix this, but for now, we are going to move on to the most important part of any birthday, and that's enjoying the ice cream cake. Did somebody stab something with this? Look, that's folded over. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it's probably when I was trying to cut something I should have known.
Alright, should still cut into the cake. I just want to say thank you right down the middle of the poop. Because it's unicorn poop, right? Did you guys see that? I just want to say thank you to everyone for your birthday wishes today on Facebook and Instagram and emails and all that jazz. You guys are awesome. Wow, this is surprisingly easy to cut through.
It's been melting.
It's been melting. That's not good. I really appreciate all your guys' kind words and stuff. Oh, that's a little heavier. There we go. Got some plates. So thank you very much. I hope you have some... Oh yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's stuck. Come on, there we go. This is how you eat an ice cream cake. You take your triangle piece and you put it sideways like that. I'm just going to demo this really quick. You take your fork and you slide down and enjoy. Okay, do you want...
I just want half of that.
Okay.
Please.
Something like this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting distracted. Thank you, everyone who's... Oh my god, this one is... There we go. That was not pretty. Thank you, everyone who has sent me a birthday wish. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You only turn the age that I am today once. And also the age that I was last year. I very likely have almost no time, so I'm gonna run as fast as I can. I'm gonna move that mirror a little to the left so that I can see it a little better perhaps, and then run back inside and figure out how much further left I need to go until I find what the actual light is. Today might be the day. Whoa. Today might be the day. Okay. Okay, golf balls are right here. Mirror's right there. That's very close. Ah, I wonder if I'm seeing the tile as the light. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna move the mirror a little more left. The sun is behind the clouds right now. I'm gonna put it right here, right against this tree. Sun is coming out. Nice. Golf balls are right there. That's going to be my new reference point. Gonna head back inside. Oh, come on. Oh, that's a big cloud. That's a big cloud. No. This window. Okay, so okay, I see a bright light. I don't know if that's the mirror or not.